everyone, how's it going? It is July 29th on Friday, and I am doing my weekly weigh-in. I missed last week because, you guessed it, because I gained weight, and it's real curious how I only do videos if I lose weight. So I'm trying to put a stop to that. Some reason, like last week, I sabotaged myself on Thursday night, ate too much, when I knew I had to weigh in on Friday and go on video. So, curiously, I don't make a video. So, so last week I was up, I went up to 154.4 last Friday, where I didn't do a video. And then today, I was pretty good all week, and so I came in at 152.2. Which is 69 kilograms and a total of 24.4 pounds loss since I started this journey back on March 5th. So that's 152.2 is the lowest I've been on this entire journey. So I was happy about that this morning. But one thing I'm not happy about is the fact that I have been in the 150s for 2.5 months now. 2.5 months into the 150s. I mean, come on. I'm trying to do this slowly, but that's just ridiculous. And I think what's happening, I've been been complacent in being in the 150s. And a lot of the reason is because I still wear size 12, but now it's like all my size 12 clothes are loose and they're comfortable. And so I haven't been putting the effort, and I've been watching my diet, and I've just kind of been riding in the 150s, and I still can't fit into a 10. I mean, I can fit into a 10, but it's too tight. I can't wear a 10 around. It's way too uncomfortable. So what I've decided to do this week, I'm setting a goal for myself to get into the 140s, even if it's 149.9, get into the 140s by next weigh-in, which is next Friday, which is August 5th, which will be exactly 5 months since I started this journey. So my goal is to get into the 140s by next Friday. And that would be a 2.3 pound loss, which sounds like maybe not a lot to a lot of people, but that 2.3 pounds is a lot to me at my weight, and especially how inconsistent I've been going up and down, up and down. So that's going to be my goal. And one way I think that's going to help me, I'm going to start doing daily vlogs and maybe show when I'm exercising and show what I eat, because I think that'll get me keep me really accountable in order to drop those 2.3 pounds, finally get into the 140s. I haven't been in the 140s since 2006, so it's been 5 years since I've been into the 140s. So, and how do I know that? I don't know if you guys do this. I document a lot of stuff on my calendars, and then I save them. So every once in a while, because I go on a million diets every year. This one actually is stuck, but in the past, so then I'll just mark on my calendar what I weighed that day. So kind of keep track, so I can tell I was in the 140s in 2006, and then I was in the 130s in 2004 or 5, I can't remember. But anyway, so that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm going to do the daily vlogs, and yeah, and I may do daily weigh-ins too. I don't know yet, but I may do daily weigh-ins as well and see what happens. So by Friday the 5th, which would be my 5-month anniversary, I want to get into the 140s. Finally, this is ridiculous. Stayed in the 150s this long. I'm not really pleased with myself, as you guys can tell. So, so my goal weight is still about 125 to 130, and how I got to that goal weight, because I'm 5'4" and a half exactly. When I went to the doctor, they always say 5'4" and a half. So, so what I heard, and I don't know how much scientific basis is that, but I had heard this at one time, is that when you're 5 foot, you should be 100 pounds, and this is for a woman. And for every inch over 5 foot, you can add 5 more pounds. So if you're 5'5", 5 times 5 is 25. So at 5 persons should be 125 pounds. And I'm actually 5'4" and a half, so I should be 122.5. Now that's a little low, and what I'm planning on doing to get into the 120s, if, like when I get down to 130, and I've been exercising and my body's toned and I'm starting to look muscular and I like the way I look, then that's fine. But if not, I think 125 will be a good goal weight for me. And I don't know, I mean, I was thinking about this video and I thought, what do I need to talk about today? And I kind of thought about a couple things, some psychological barriers maybe that we have, which sometimes can be good and sometimes could be bad. And because I don't know if I do have a psychological barrier in getting down to the 120s, because all I can remember when I'm in the 120s is the reason I was there is because I had some traumatic life event, you know, got out of a bad relationship, someone broke up with me, whatever, death in the family. I was able to get on 120. So it's associated with bad events or starving, not eating at all, because you're, you know. So I don't know if there's a psychological barrier me getting down that low. That's why I'm trying to do it slowly and incorporating exercise so I'm fit. I'm a fit 125 and I'm not 125 because I'm starving myself. I always think about what Kathy Griffin says. I don't know if you guys know Kathy Griffin. She has the reality show My Life on the D-List, and she's a really funny stand-up comedian. Minnie, my kitty cat. And but anyways, I don't know if you've seen her. She's 50 and she's real thin. I mean, beautiful. She calls her, you know, body banging bikini bod. And she looks amazing. And people ask her, you know, how'd you get that thin? Or how do you stay that thin? And she goes, I starve myself. And she's partly joking, but she's partly serious. She doesn't eat that much. And she works out crazily, you know, or she eats badly. Because I know, I've read her autobiography and stuff like that, and some of the sweets and stuff that she likes to eat. So, but part of that, like I said, is funny, but part of it's reality. And I don't want to think I don't want to have to live my life starving myself. So I don't know if I'm just having that psychological barrier but in a way, a psychological barrier is good because I'm 45 and I've never been over 180 pounds in my entire life. And one of the reasons is, so I've always been in Wonderland. But one of the reasons is because once I cannot fit into my size 12 and I have to go into a size 14, immediately I start dieting. Because I have this psychological barrier where I associate size 14 with being large. And then I start dieting and I lose the weight and I get out of that 14. And I don't want to have to buy, you know, size 14 clothes. So in that sense, that psychological barrier has been good for me. Because I don't know what it's like to be in the 200s. I mean, I know I could definitely get to the 200s. Oh, no problem doing that. But because I have this psychological barrier, you know, it's kept me, and I've never been pregnant either, so I've never gained the weight, because I know that's what's really hard when you gain all that weight, and then you have to lose it. So anyways, and then another thing I was thinking about too, this is kind of all over the place, but watched a really good DVD the other day called Run for Your Life. And you can get it on Netflix. The only thing is you can't get it streaming on Netflix. You have to order the DVD. And I don't know if everyone has that. I know a lot of people are mad at Netflix right now because now if you have streaming plus the DVD, at least once, if you get one out at a time, it's like it's going up to $16 for both of those, or $8 individually. So I know a lot of people just do the streaming, but this for Run for Your Life, it came out in 2008. They don't have it streaming, so you do have to get the to get on DVD. But for the runners out there, if you guys love running, I totally recommend this movie. It's basically just the story of Fred Lebow, who founded the New York City Marathon. And just a really, really fascinating story. Very interesting about his life and his love of running and you know, the reason it started. It started back in 1970, and they originally just ran around Central Park and like with baby carriages in the way and people, you know, tourists, and how crazy it was like the first few years of the New York Marathon when they were doing that. Now, you know, you guys all know it's a huge event. People are, you know, it's very competitive to actually even get entered into it. So anyway, so it's the story of Fred Lebow. I totally recommend it. But one of the reasons I mention it is because one of the things that really stuck with me, they interviewed his brother. And Fred Lebow, I'm not giving away anything, but, you know, he died of cancer in I think 1994. So anyway, so they're doing this story, his biography, and they interviewed his brother. And his brother goes, his brother tells the story of how he goes over to Fred's house one day. He hadn't seen Fred in like a couple of years. I mean, it's been a long time. And he goes over to his house to visit him. He said, because I was there 5 minutes, and Fred said, I gotta go. I had to go run. So even though he hadn't seen his brother in 5 years, for him, he loved running so much. It was so a part of his life. It didn't matter. Now, his brother could have gone with him. You know, that would have been fine. But Fred, I'm running. You know, this is my time to run, and this is when I run. So, and it just kind of, you know, when you love something so much and you don't let anything interfere with that, you know, you have to do that. So it just kind of really stuck with me. You know, really, you need to find something you really love to do, and you got to be consistent and stick with it. Anyway, so it's just a really good movie, so I totally recommend that to you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this off, but I just wanted to bring up a couple things and let you guys know, you know, I'm not always best on returning comments or anything like that, but I am watching your videos. And one thing I'll show is when I do my walking at work, I watch so many videos on my walks, but I don't comment because I watch them on my phone. So I do watch a lot of your videos. I'm subscribed to so many people, so I'm always watching their videos. People I've never ever commented on at all, and I still watch their videos. So anyway, so yeah, so if you guys, you know, see if I can get into the 140s by next Friday. And I'm going to, like I said, I'll start doing daily blogs. I already started recording some stuff today, so I'll be posting every day. So, cool. Thanks. Have a good week. Bye.